I ordered the entire 9-piece collection of the It's a Small World dolls that hit Disney stores a very long time ago. Let's unbox all of these vintage dolls together. Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to Tea Time with Aloha and Coco. I'm Vicky. If you're new around here, don't forget to click the subscribe button down below to be part of the Tea Time family. Here at Tea Time, we do a lot of theme parks, a lot of DIYs, a lot of lifestyle and travel. So if you're into any of that stuff, this is a place to be. So guys, about 10 years ago, when I found out I was pregnant with Aloha, I really wanted to decorate her nursery slash playroom after It's a Small World. I love It's a Small World. It is my favorite attraction in all of the Disney parks. I know I've had some rides that really speak to me, that I really like, but the number one ride for me is It's a Small World. So I started this process of decorating a playroom for her, and it was based off of It's a Small World. Anyways, so I started to look for animatronics for It's a Small World. I love to find animatronics. I think they're the coolest thing. And I wound up finding out that the Disney Store actually released a 9-piece collection of It's a Small World. So once I found out that the Disney Store had released this 9-piece collection that I have behind me, I went on the hunt. Clearly, this was not in stores anymore. This was like an old release. So these are like vintage pieces behind me, which meant I had to go on the hunt on eBay and look for every single one of these dolls. It took me every single month of my pregnancy and beyond, I'd like to say a full year, for me to find every single one of the dolls in boxes in perfect condition. Now, if you Google this now, if you go on eBay and you look for it, these dolls are going north of $1,000, like the entire collection. I didn't pay anywhere near that. I did a lot of research. I went in and I was there for a whole year, literally bargaining to get each of these dolls. And at the end, I got the entire collection for a few $100s. And my initial thought was I was going to display them on a shelf for her. So every single one of the dolls behind me, the original retail price was $29.95. I wound up purchasing all of them for, I'd like to say, between $15 and $45. $45 was the England doll. That was the hardest one to find for some reason, but I found her. And my original intention was to display them in Aloha's room. But when Aloha came, she started pointing at it, asking for them. It was really difficult for me to explain to her, you have to be 3 years or older. So just so that I'm not taunting my daughter with things in front of her, I just put them away. And then I said, when she's old enough, I'll take them out. But then Coco came. And Coco wanted to play with them. So I just put them in storage until they were both old enough. And honestly, I forgot to take them out. But now they're out and I'm going to open them all with you. I have no intention of reselling these. My intention is to have them in our home and enjoy them. So we're gonna get started with our first one. This is China. This one was about $20. I think most of them were about that, 15, 20. So anyways, it has a little hole so you can press the belly. Aloha loved to press the little bellies because they sing the It's a Small World song in their native language. So if you press the little tummy, they're singing it in their accent with, in their language. And she absolutely loved to hear the It's a Small World, like the rendition from every country or whatever. So we're gonna go ahead and unbox this one. I'm really excited. So I took her out of the box. Now we're just kind of like cutting up all the pieces, and you can tell it's old because it doesn't have nearly as much as like other boxes for Disney dolls that you're like, Jesus Christ, nobody's gonna steal this, guys. It doesn't have nearly as much. But anyways, I'm like a sucker for It's a Small World. Man, this is old. The pieces are just like coming apart. Like I don't even need to cut them. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I took her out of the box, and right off the bat, she looks like she's in great condition. There is a little like yellowing around the little cuffs of her dress, but it's not a big deal. I mean, she's like, I don't know, maybe 20 years old. I don't know how old she is. She did have a net, like a hair net on. And because it's been on her head for so long, her hair shaped that way. I think I cut a chunk of her hair off trying to take the net off. Anyways, she's super cute though. She's super cute. I love it. What is, okay. Her hair's falling off. It's probably what I cut. There's more hairnet. What? Okay. So I finished opening China. Let's move on to the next one. Up next, we have Kenya. This one was $15. This one, this was probably one of the last ones I got because I could not find her in a box. A lot of the ones that I saw were kind of like played with, missing jewelry. Her attire was kind of torn. So I was so happy when I found her in her original box. And the fact that it was 15, like I was like, unwrap. Let's open this one up. Not gonna believe me. I just touched her stomach, like just to take her out of the box, and she started singing. And it was her last song. She stopped working. Literally 2 seconds. I wish it's not working. Man, she sang her last song right here, and I did not get it for you guys. I'm gonna see if any of the other ones work, like the music, but okay, I'm throwing out the boxes. I don't have the space for this. Anyways, up next is Mexico. Mexico was about $20 to $25. It was nothing crazy, but what was crazy was trying to find her in a box. That was crazy. It was really difficult to find any of these in a box. So I can't imagine now. I'm sure that you can, but like I said, this took me a while to be able to get all of them. Mexico's really pretty. I like her clothes a lot. Not my favorite from all of them. I think that the attire from, I think the UK was the most like impressive. But I'll show you guys that one in a little while. Okay, so now let's just take off all of the back pieces. And this is Mexico. She's really, really pretty. Probably the hardest one to open. The shoes are falling off of the feet. Like, did the feet shrink? I know that if I give these to the girls, the shoes are gonna disappear because they're literally falling off the feet. I'm gonna try to rubber band them back. So I'm jumping into France. I started unboxing without even showing you guys the box, but this is France. This one was probably $35. This one was really hard to find. This was probably one of the last ones I found. I think right before I found England, I found France. They're so pretty. Like, they're just pretty dolls. And I really, really like them because I wanted to feel like I was taking Aloha on the ride. So I wanted to have them there so that they look like when you get on the ride that you see them in all the countries. It's originally what I wanted. I don't know if I shared a picture with you guys already, but I'm gonna insert a picture here. So this is the girls' room. I had the It's a Small World clock painted on the wall to create the illusion you were on the ride. So this is France, and she's like a can-can dancer. She's so cute. She really is pretty. She's got like the little fishnet stockings. She's got like the little pantaloons, little, I don't know what they're called, with a little tulle skirt in the bottom. And then her hands are tied to the skirt. So if they go up, the skirt, like the little overlay goes up. She's just so pretty. She's got like a pink feather and blue feathers in her hair. Very French, very cute. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put her with the others. Let's jump into the next one. So now I'm opening up Hawaii. Hawaii was my favorite, obviously, because it's the Aloha state. So this one was my favorite for that. The attire is nothing crazy. It really isn't. I think it's the least dressed from all of them. I feel with the way that Hawaii carries its traditions and has, you know, their traditional clothing, I felt like they could have done a lot more with Hawaii. But because it was for Aloha, this one was my favorite doll. And I kept looking at the Hawaii doll and I was like, oh, that's how Aloha's gonna look like when she's born, because I knew she was gonna come out with dark hair and dark eyes. I mean, at least that's how I saw her in my head when I would like dream about her or whatever. So I was like, oh, Aloha, the Aloha doll is gonna be just like Aloha. And then when she was born with you know, rather dark hair and beautiful brown eyes. So I was like, oh, she's my little Hawaiian doll. So this is Hawaii. Hawaii was probably around $15 also. I feel like they didn't go all in on Hawaii the way they did with the other dolls. Like, very simple, very minimalistic. I felt like you could have done so much with Hawaii. Like their traditional attire is breathtaking. But it was very, very simple, and no shoes or anything like that. But I loved Hawaii because it was for Aloha. So I'm really, really happy I got her. And let's add her to the bunch and open up, who's next? Japan. So this is Japan. I hope she doesn't have a hairnet on her head either. The hairnet messed up China's hair. Like, it is messed up. I'm tossing out the boxes. I know I already said it, but I'm tossing out the boxes. I can't. There's no way that I can store all of this. So anyways, when it was in that warehouse, all of the little bellies got like this dust on them. I don't know what happened, but it's not there anymore. So. Japan has a hairnet too. I hope that it doesn't mess it up. It doesn't mess up her hair. She's got such pretty hair. France is down. I feel like it's like you're one in a million, you're once in a lifetime, and maybe discover. Like a pageant. Miss France. Okay, so Japan is ready. I love what she's wearing. It's like a traditional kimono with like little shoes, with a little bow in the back. See, this is what I'm talking about, traditional attire. I feel like Hawaii could have done much more. But that's her. Let's add her and let's open up the next one. So now we have India. India was one of those that were like the attire was like so perfect. I thought this one was gonna be harder to find, but it wasn't. It was the easiest one, I think. But it's really, really pretty. Up next we have England, and this was the most expensive. This was the hardest to find in a box. Still, like we looked it up right before I filmed this, and I think that it's still as expensive. But I got this one for $45, and I think that, yeah, the price was still $29.95. Okay, but from all the dolls, she's probably the prettiest. Look at that, how pretty. The hat, the hair, she's got like a bunch of accessories, the stockings, the shoes. What is this? Oh, they're little stockings with little bows. From all of the dolls, this is the prettiest. Like all of the accessories, the clothes are so well made, the hat, like, I just don't understand why some dolls like Hawaii are the same price as this one. When this one has like more accessories, the better attire, I don't know. Oh, she's so cute. So our final doll for the 9-piece collection of It's a Small World is Holland. She's really pretty. This one was one of the least expensive ones as well. It was about $15, $18. It was in that price range, together with Kenya. But I believe they're still around that price range as well. So let's open her up and add her to the whole collection, and then I'll share all of them together with you guys. So guys, this is the full 9-piece collection. I absolutely adore all of them. I think that they're beautiful. The one from Holland, the dress, looks like it has some sort of, I don't know what on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray it with vinegar, possibly wash it. And then I'll go ahead and display them. But they're absolutely spectacular. I am so happy that I finally wound up opening up all the packages. I don't want them to go bad in the boxes. And truthfully, I have no intention of ever reselling them. So I'm really, really happy that I opened them and unboxed them with you. Thank you guys so much for following along. Don't forget to click like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at Tea Time with Aloha and Coco, and I'll see you all in our next video. But until then, don't forget, stay magical.